Hey, hello. Yeah, I was gonna take my Fury Warrior here through a little delve. I don't think I've done any delve videos with her in a while. Let's see what random delve we get. We're doing a little more content on my warrior, and we're doing Slayer as opposed to Mountain Thane. I thought Mountain Thane was actually a little more fun, and Slayer's fine, but
I can't use that.
the damage is better off of Slayer for most of the content. So, all right, looks like we got Excavation Side 9. Did already do a Fungal Folly this morning, so I already got my Delver's Bounty out of the way, so now it's just getting some Gilded Crest. So for my alts, the mains are pretty well caught up. Oh, this one's an easy one. This particular scenario, you got your little spinny blade thing. You're supposed to go get tentacle meat, but you know what this spinny blade thing does? It kills everything. See? Last time I saw this scenario, you could just walk through the whole place and just press your one button there, and it kills like everything.
There's treasure close by.
What I was saying about the alts is, so we're doing, still pushing some keys on my mage, my main, and then seems like the amount of people playing, even in the guild I'm in now, has a pretty good amount of people playing actually. There's less people than there used to be. Not quite as many dungeon runs going on. We're still doing them, just not as many. I mean, all my alts are pretty well geared now. They're all around, they're all about 722, 723, I think, across the board. But not all their gear is maxed out. I can upgrade this belt, and probably need to make some new bracers too. I'll just try to get them at least a 10 in the vault, and that's pretty easy to do on all the tunes. Try to get some mythic level gear. I still end up doing some content with them. Look at that. That even whacked out the treasure wraith with no problem too.
Here's your take of the spoils.
We did finally start working on some mythic progress in the raid too, so. But on alt nights we gotten up to working on some of the heroic stuff too, so get to take my alts and do a little bit heroic. There's always heroic pugs too, which I done a little bit of, but they're not always a lot of fun. And I guess you get the rune crest from there. But like I said, I've been pretty good about getting at least 110 in the vault for all my tunes, even if I don't play them that much. And then they do the delves and get their crests, as you get not just your 3 runs with the gilded crest in here, but you're going to get a little stack of rune crests too. You'll get enough so you can trade in for some more gilded crests and get your gear upgraded. And as soon as you can get that gilded crest achievement on one of your tunes, then you'll start getting discounts for all your other tunes to upgrade stuff. So I'm pretty sure just about all my slots now are getting a discount now for everybody. Only exceptions might be the odd slots like the belt. I think I've got crafted belt at 727 on somebody, but nobody's wearing a mythic level belt, 730, right? So if somebody actually gets one of those that's usable, then I guess won't get a discount on that. Everything else is discounted though to just 10 per upgrade. Hey, this is even easier than a broken hattering. I mean, look at this. You're just walking through these mobs and just chopping them all up. I'm trying to remember if the blade disappears. As soon as you get all your tentacle meat. I don't think you can actually use it on the last boss. Oh, wait a second. I just walked by the skip. Hey, that's alright. Gosh, I was meaning to do a little bit of Fury Warrior gameplay here, but with that choppy blade, I didn't really hit anything. Oh, I guess I don't have choppy blades. We'll hit this guy. Out of the different skips, I would say this is my favorite one, because it's really quick. You don't have to fight multiple mobs, multiple bosses, and it's pretty easy to dodge all the attacks he has. But Slayer on Fury is pretty easy. You just make sure your rampage is up, using a lot of raging blows, and of course execute when it's up, and throw in a bloodthirst every now and then. The only tricky part I found, and it's not super tricky, but when you're in AoE, you need to be keeping your whirlwind buff up. Each time you whirlwind, your next 4 attacks will hit multiple mobs. But with the way things queue up playing Fury, it's pretty easy to have queued something up and used up your 4. And then you end up throwing out an execute or something, and it's only hitting 1 mob instead of the 4 mobs around you. And hitting 4 mobs is not even gigantic, right? So it behooves you to kind of keep track and even do a count kind of in your head as you're I've got weak auras that are reminding me of how many stacks I got left of that buff, but at the same time, it is easy to run out of stacks, and then if you're not keeping that up and you're rolling through your rotation, you're just not going to be doing very much damage. And that was pretty quick and unexciting. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we got a Mycomancer. Let's see, what time am I at? 8 minutes, okay. Well, you know what, let's I did want to spend a little more time with Fury Warrior today, so let's go take a look. Because the rotation for Fury is pretty fun, or I think engaging, at least to me. Like I said, it's mostly a matter of just keeping your... Oh, here we go. Keeping your buffs up, so Enrage is a big one. Then when you're AoE, you got to keep Rampage and Whirlwind up. You keep track of both of those. For single target, it's a little bit easier because you don't have to worry about throwing in that Whirlwind too. But other than that, you just remember to lean on your Raging Blows. Every time Raging Blow is up and you already got an Rage up, just keep hitting that Raging Blow. And it's pretty good damage. One mistake I was making, which I noticed in my rotation, was I was hitting too much Rampage, right? So you really only need to hit that just to keep refreshing the buff. Majority of the damage I see coming off most of the other Fury Warriors is all coming off a Raging Blow. And Bloodthirst we do want to hit still. I forget why, but there's a reason. It doesn't have to be uber prioritized, but you should be hitting it occasionally. And then Executes. I think I saw somewhere you're supposed to wait till it has a double stack before you throw it out, but of the buff. But yeah, whatever. Is remembering I don't spend enough time on this tune to try to min-max everything. Just try to do a decent enough damage to do the content I'm doing, which is, yeah, do 10 to maybe level 12 Mythic Plus. I think that's what I've been doing. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it's a bunch of 10s. There's an 11, so no 12s. Oh, guess I should go do Halls of Atonement sometime. Now, this is probably one of my lesser played tunes, so. But doing the delves and doing doing what content you can do, you can still gear them up pretty well, obviously. Said if you can get your tune over, or at least 110 a week, get a mythic vault slot. You won't get something great every single time, but you will get pieces. I think I was pretty stoked. I got the mythic two-hander right, and that's great. Put in the main hand. And look, I got a mythic helmet, gloves. Oh, legs are still hero. That's fine. Oh, mythic shoulders and chest. Oh, so either chest or legs would be a pretty nice upgrade. And that's just, all that was accumulated just getting like 110 in a week, so. Ideally, if you've got a guild that's somewhat active and you've got people running groups for dungeons, that's the best way to go. I think pugging is doable. I haven't done very much of that at all this expansion, but guess I didn't open it up, but the standard setup for Brand for me for every tune now is just run him as healer, and we'll make sure he's using the Hatterene, because that still seems to be doing more damage than it is meant to. I think I'm going the wrong way for this one. Let's go back the other way. I'm supposed to go get sacks of spices, and I want to say that they're actually on the other end of this dell. But Hatterene and the sands is what I use. And most of the delves, there's some good stuff for Brand to be gathering all the time to stack up that sand spot. But I haven't found anything better than that so far, because you're getting, oh yeah, you're just getting really nice stacked crit buff, and then of course those sand cyclones kind of gather up all the mobs in one place, and while the cyclone's going, it's throwing interrupts too. So even there, I wasn't doing a great job of keeping my whirlwind buff up.
Here's your take of the spoil! Time to face our fear!
They'll go find a nice sized group of mobs up here and I'll go through a little bit of the rotation. Here we go. Let's go grab this guy and just some of these guys. Okay, so whirlwind's up and rage is up. Yeah, I guess it's good enough. Everything's dead. Yeah, but once you got your enrage up and whirlwind buffs, let's go to town with your raging blows, executes, and throw your blade storm in. Your cooldowns, pretty much pop them when I pop them when they come up, pretty much. Oops, probably want to go get those sacks of spices over here. Pretty nice. Brand's got a few stacks of that sand going already.
There's treasure close by!
Now these delves are still a great place for getting some crests every week, even with everything uncapped now. Pretty easy, do it at your own pace. And between the Gilded Crest and the Delver's Bounty extra, and then turning in the Rune Crest, you get a nice little chunk of Gilded. Just doing three of these a week. Pretty sure we can skip that guy. I think we're supposed to go rescue a contestant. So. If you're wondering what these icons are, I do have weak auras. You can get them on Wago. There's a link in, I'll put a link in the description, but tracks pretty much all the delve buffs are, I've got track, man. Okay, now I gotta get 4 pumpkins. This is a relatively painless scenario. But it does require you to go through the whole loop through the cavern here.
Nice fight!
I think I actually need to clear all these guys to get all the pumpkins. That's... yeah, easy enough. All right. Yeah, Fury's pretty fun to play. The rotation is pretty basic and
My store?
at the same time still pretty engaging. There's a lot of things to press.
I'm out of room.
Just get that rampage up. And single target here. Just popping as many raging blows as we can. Put that rage back up and get some raging blows going again. There's my coolings. Alright. Pop all that stuff. Also try to make sure you got a rampage up before you hit that blade storm for sure. See, with the single target, I don't have to worry about the whirlwind. The only complaint I have about the warrior right now is when you're in AoE and you're trying to juggle in that whirlwind too, it does kind of feel like you got maybe one too many buttons you're trying to juggle there. Single target feels pretty good. And it's just because you're not pausing your rotation every 4 abilities to get that whirlwind buff back up. With Mountain Thane, it feels a little different because you're getting buffs to that whirlwinds replaced by a thunderclap, I think, or thunder something. But you actually want to hit it as part of your DPS rotation, so it's a little bit different.
That's more like it!
Oh, I don't have any more restored coffer keys. I guess I need to go do my more than just a phase. So of course that's the other thing I do on all my alts is we're going to do the archive or whatever quest gets you your spark every week, your half a spark, because that also gives you a restored coffer key. And then you can go do the 2 quests and crash. One's more than just a phase, where you go down and do all the phase activities, get 100%. But when you turn that in, you also get a restored coffer key from that. And then while you're out there, and it's going to be part of doing more than just a phase anyway, you'll do the special assignment, And that's also a restored coffer key, so kind of surprised I ran out of those. But hadn't had a lot of chance this week to work on all the tunes and do their weekly stuff and daily stuff.
I want to see everything. Sorry, I got this.
But yeah, you turn in that weekly quest for your half a spark, and you're going to get your stored coffer key. And I think actually, was that 3 delves done on this one? Might have just been 2 so far. So I'll do one more, get the last gilded. But I got a little stack of, I think I spent some gilded earlier. But yeah, you get your gilded and your runed out of there. Pretty easy stuff for just doing 3 delves, and then yeah, may as well go do your quest and crash, get some restored coffer keys. You get a little more rewards. I think at this point you can always go buy restored coffer keys too if you want. I don't think you're getting a ton extra out of the treasure chest, but if they're there, I like to open them. But let's see how much undercoin I got. So I got 15,000 undercoin, so obviously I can buy a coffer key or 2 if I want. I think I bought everything else you might want to buy there transmog wise. Well, thanks for coming along for a couple of delves, I guess. And get to see have a little fun on Fury Warrior. Like I said, they're pretty fun to play right now. I would advise get some weak ores to help you track some of your stuff going on. So I do have, for instance, Whirlwind, and this is up on Wago too, so you can download that. But there's a group up for the Whirlwind. That'll let me know if I've run out of stacks. Right. So when you're doing the AoE, technically it'll go blank and let you know, hey, you should hit Whirlwind again. And that's the only thing in the rotation that I found a little bit clunky is you pop your Whirlwind and you got to do your 4 abilities, and as you're hitting the buttons it's all queuing in, right, because we're doing instants. So very often if you're not counting in your head a little bit, Raging Blow, Bloodthirst, Rampage, and you've used up your 4 things and you need to hit Whirlwind again. But it's very easy to go past that 4 buff charges and then forget to hit Whirlwind in time, and you end up throwing stuff that's not hitting everything. So just something to be aware of. Other than that, yeah, Warrior's pretty fun to play. Well, thanks for coming along. I'll catch you guys on the next one.